Hey guys, today I'm doing probably my last prepping for Artfight video since I am doing this voiceover on the 30th of June, and so Artfight will start soon. I might still add more characters afterwards, but who knows. Today I am drawing my OC Spotty, which I've had for quite some time, but I don't have a reference sheet for her. And I don't really have much recent art of her either. I haven't been drawing her a lot since, I drew her a lot in middle school and early high school, but I kind of stopped drawing her for a while. So first I did just a doodle drawing to see if I remembered her without looking at her reference, and then afterwards I pulled up reference photos from my past drawings to see if I was correct, and then to actually start on the reference sheet. She doesn't actually have a whole lot of set lore, so I'll talk a little bit about her, but I'm probably gonna fill most of the time of this video with talking about recent animes I watched. I just rewatched Kami-sama Kiss, so I'll probably talk about that. And I recently started watching Jujutsu Kaisen a few weeks ago, and I'm all caught up, but I won't give spoilers. But I'll still talk about some stuff. But for the little bit of lore that Spotty does have, originally I just made her. I thought it'd be cool to have a monochromatic character that's grayscale, but she exists in a completely colorful world, not extraordinarily colorful vibrant, but the real world, it's very colorful. So I thought it'd be cool to have a completely grayscale character, because then I could have the light reflecting off of her and it'd look really cool and stuff. But I haven't actually done a lot of fully rendered drawings of her, so the coolness doesn't come through as much. Maybe it will in the future, but it doesn't come through that much. So that was why I created her, and just for funsies, And for a long time, she didn't have any lore at all, and she kind of acted lobotomized, basically. Her whole thing was just that she was really dumb. She's really dumb, and she's nice, but she's dumb and doesn't speak a lot and doesn't think a lot. Now she has a little bit more than that, but I didn't take away that she wasn't the brightest bulb, because it's kind of an important part of her. But for a while I was like, man, she needs to have this really angsty backstory to be good, But now, her backstory still has some angst. It's kind of implied, but not set in stone. It'll probably be set in stone in the future, but now I'm less into making her backstory super traumatized, maybe because I grew up. But if she was gonna have this terrible abuse and stuff happen to her that ruined her brain, and that's why she's really dumb. And now it's no, it's okay. Maybe there could still be some bad home life, but it was a lot. It was a lot, for sure. So instead, now she's being raised by 3 of my other OCs. I might put up a photo of them on the screen, but I only have really old art of them, because I haven't drawn them in an even longer amount of time than I haven't drawn her. They don't even have names. I never gave them names. I just called them Fire Guy, Plant Guy, and Archer Guy, because one of them has fire powers, one of them has plant powers, and one of them does archery. Very unique names, I know. But they're young adult men who take care of her, kind of like brothers almost. And she lives with them and doesn't really remember her past family much at all, and doesn't seem to enjoy talking about them either, for the little bits that she does remember. Because they found her, and she had suffered a brain injury or a head injury that like completely changed her personality, which they don't know that because they don't know how she used to act, but it did change her. So she's a very kind, sweet girl, but she's not like a super energetic girl either. Like she's kind of chill, I guess. She likes doing her own thing. And she really loves music, and she has a pet rat. She's very sweet. This can all be read on my Artfight, because I actually already made the profile for her, because you can see in the top right corner of my recording when I recorded this speed paint. So last night I actually already uploaded her photo, or her photos, because I had a few other drawings of her that I liked, or maybe one other drawing of her that I liked. But all of her existing lore is on Artfight. There's just that little of it, so it doesn't seem like it'd be all of it, but it's just, she doesn't have that much lore. So instead, we'll talk about anime. I just rewatched Kami-sama Kiss. I like Kami-sama Kiss quite a bit, but I remember before I started rewatching it, I was like, I remember disliking the main female lead, and I don't remember why, because in my memory, I was like, man, what reason would I have to dislike her? Because she kind of seems like she'd be well independent. I mean, her dad left her homeless after gambling away all their money, and she was just gonna live like that, like, an independent woman. I was like, maybe I just had a misogynistic past and that's why I didn't like her. But then I rewatched it and I was like, wow, I still don't like her, and I see why now. It's because she just keeps causing problems, and it'll be like Tomoe will say something to her that is completely reasonable, and she'll be like, oh my gosh, he hates me, I should run away, oh my gosh, and it just causes problems. Or she's about to die and she's like, no, don't come near me, because you don't like me how I like you, so just let me die then. Like, oh my gosh, girl, please lock in, I beg. So yeah, I remember why I don't like her, but it's okay. Not all characters have to be likable, and I still like the show, even though it is like slightly, problematic, but all romance anime from that time is. Although I do wish we had a good romance anime with, we could have a completely similar concept. A human becomes a god that runs a shrine and has familiars and blah blah blah, and they fall in love with a familiar. I just wish that the human wasn't always a high school girl. Like, it'd be so great to get a romance anime like this where it's a grown woman, not a high school girl, dating a 100-year-old or hundreds of year old familiar. But it's okay, I guess. So, I don't want to say too much about Kami-sama Kiss because I don't want to give spoilers to anyone who wants to watch it. I think it's pretty good, and I enjoy it every time I watch, even if the main character's a little annoying. But female main characters in romances, like, they notoriously annoy me. The ones in older romances tend to be a little better, in my opinion. The ones in newer romances, they all look like kids. Ew, 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 icky. Or they're like manic pixie dream girls. Or super shy. And it's just like fantasy woman for gooners who can't talk to women. Sorry guys, it's true. And so I don't like them. But older romances tend to be a little bit better. Like, I really liked the main person in Maid-sama. I thought she was really likable. But that might be the only one I can think of, really. Yeah, off the top of my head, off the dome, that's kind of the only one I can think of. Which sucks, because I really like romance quite a bit. And it'd be nice to see more competent female leads. The male leads aren't always good either. They can get really annoying too. But the female leads are notoriously bad. My favorite so far in Kami-sama Kiss, I watched all of season 1 and season 2 last time, but I don't remember season 2 very well. I didn't remember season 1 very well. I was kind of glad I rewatched it because I completely forgot about so much of it. I'd say my favorite out of the 3 guys would probably be Mizuki. I like all 3 of them quite a bit though. But I like Mizuki a lot. I look at him and I'm like, wow. Instead of kidnapping her, he could politely ask me. I'm kind too. But I actually quite like all 3 of the main guys a lot. And I'm excited to see that one bird guy again that starts off not great and then he's actually a sweetie pie. I don't remember much about him, but I know he's in the area that Kurama came from, or clan that Kurama came from. I don't really know, but I know that's where he's at, and I'm excited to see him again. I remember liking him, so who knows. Recently, I also watched Jujutsu Kaisen, and I really liked it. So far. I'm all caught up on the anime now, and I'll probably read the manga at some point, but I don't plan to do that too soon. I can't wait for the next part of the anime to come out. Season 3, part 1 was really good. The Culling Games is really interesting. My favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, as of right now, would probably be Megumi. I just think he's really cool. And I don't really know why I like him a lot. I just like him a lot. And I, of course, love Todo. Who doesn't? I actually posted Megumi and Itafushi art on both my Instagram and my Tumblr, which are linked in my YouTube bio or description, my channel description. So if you want to see those, you can go check it out there. I might post the speed paints on YouTube also, but I have no clue. But I plan to post more Jujutsu Kaisen art eventually. I don't know when. I think I might be a little busy with Artfight. And I also have freebies to do soon, so I'm gonna probably record a video of me drawing freebies also. But I technically only had to do one, because I was like doing one freebie. But I got so many characters that I liked, so we'll just see how many I do. The speed paint's almost over. I don't really do much after this except for like add my signature and stuff. This video, I feel like the talking was even less put together than my last Draw With Me, but it's okay. If you like this type of video, let me know. And if you... I sped up the speed paint. Well, I made it a speed paint by speeding it up. But if you'd rather me have it slowed down, because I looked at some Draw With Me's. Draw With Me's aren't actually my like preferred type of content. I don't really care about them at all. But I draw, so I made them. But I looked at some Draw With Me's, and it seems like they oftentimes are less sped up than I did. Like, it's the real pacing of the person drawing. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And I will slow them down. Or keep them at the natural speed. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.